Hey y'all, I chose to do Helmet for My Pillow by Robert Lickie as my second book review. This book was published in 1957. It is pretty much a testament of his time in World War II. It starts out with his time in boot camp in Parris Island, and then it goes to him being overseas in Guadalcanal, and then it goes over to various other places until he gets hurt and gets medically discharged and has to come home. I would recommend this book. I highly would recommend this book. I'm a fan of these books, or this type of book. I think any kind of book in this type of manner with it's first-hand information like this, I think anybody should read this kind of material because, like I said, it's first-hand material. It gives you insight of how things were for the person that was dealing with it. So you kind of get an idea of how it was, and when somebody is giving you that first-hand information, you can kind of feel what they were feeling. And so when I was reading this, I kind of got a feeling of how, at times I could feel kind of what he was feeling in some instances. Some, obviously not so much if you've read the book, but if you are sensitive, I wouldn't recommend this book because there is a lot of cussing. It is very gory. There's a lot of gory details. So if you're sensitive, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're not sensitive, I highly recommend it. For instance, it tells information about when they would have their fights with the Japanese, they would take souvenirs, if you catch my drift. And then there was another instance where Robert himself went to take a souvenir from somebody and couldn't get it, but there was a crocodile who actually took the person he was going after to get the souvenir as the souvenir itself. So there's that. But there was a story in here that I thought was kind of funny. Him in boot camp, him and another person they snuck off to a town and decided they were going to steal some alcohol and almost got shot before they even went off overseas. So he almost didn't even make it to Guadalcanal to do any of this stuff because he was being a kid, I guess you would say. Anyway, I recommend this book. My lesson plan, obviously this is too big for an elementary student. So what I chose to do, with it being around World War II, I decided that I was going to have my children do research and either do a graphic organizer or maybe a PowerPoint. I haven't quite decided which one I'm going to do yet, but research the different military and dictator risings. It's kind of World War II. Anyway, but that led up to World War II. Anyway, so examples like the Nazi Party and Hitler and the fascist government and the communist government and the Axis powers and the Great Purge, industrialism in Japan, and stuff like that. So that's what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I hope you understood everything I said. I do recommend it.